Hi guys, welcome back to the Blading Physio YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Revival products. So Revival is a brand that makes CBD products. You've probably seen it on my Instagram or even the Revival workout I did a few weeks ago on the YouTube channel. So I've been testing these products for 2 to 3 months now, and I wanted to make a thorough review on them. I want to tell you what I think about it and what it can mean for you in blading or in sports in general. So to start with, I have never ever used CBD products in my life before. So when Revival contacted me, if I was interested in testing these products, I didn't really know what to do. It sounded interesting. I heard a lot about CBD products, so it was kind of tempting, but I was also in a way hesitating about if I should do it or not. But I was too curious to know what it was all about, so I said yes to them. When I said yes to Revival, I immediately started to look up on the internet what CBD was all about, if it would give me a high or not, and I even looked up some articles to see what the science said about it. So because of the fact that this is my first encounter with CBD products, I see this review as a very honest opinion that I have formed about these products. I am gonna tell you what my experience is, what my first impressions were, what my experience is after 2 to 3 months of using these products, and what I think will happen in the future for CBD products, and make a conclusion on how I see that CBD can be used in blading or in sports in general. So my first impressions, I made a little video on Instagram about that to give you a little teaser of what I thought about these products from my first impressions. So to come back on that, Revival gave me 2 products. I got a cooling balm and I got CBD drops. I started off with using the cooling balm first. So after my workouts, after skating sessions, I used this cooling balm on my muscles. And from what I have experienced, and this was immediately my first impression too, is that the cooling balm for me feels like similar cooling balms. To me, this is just something that cools down the muscles with that cool or cold burning sensation and nothing really else. So I went on their website because there's a lot of information on their website on how to use their products, and I saw that the cooling balm was actually more for bruises than for sore muscles. They have another muscle gel for it, so I'm really tempted to use that one. But for the cooling balm, it's more used for bruises, and that's what I tried out afterwards. And I have to say, it helped me with the pain for the bruise, so I think that's a good sign. But to be honest, I'm not sure that the cooling balm is different from any other cooling balms I've used in the past. But that's just my opinion, and one of the many ways of recovery is also the mind. So take this with a grain of salt. Then I gave the drops a chance. So I got the drops with 1200 milligrams of CBD in it. You also have a variant of 2400 milligrams. The drops for me do wonders. I have a lot of insomnias, especially when I work late at night and I have to get early up in the next morning. Well, those nights I'm always filled with a lot of thoughts, and I just don't want to miss my alarm for the next day, and I don't know, I'm always like really wicked that night, and I do a lot of insomnias, and just that's not the night I want to do insomnia. So when I used the CBD drops, I slept like a baby. I have to say, I really slept very, very profound, and that helped me a lot for the next day. I can actually feel beforehand when I'm gonna do a insomnia. I just feel it in my mind when I'm not at rest yet before sleeping. Even though I'm tired, you feel like your mind is still twisting and tumbling around, and I do actually fall asleep, but mostly I wake up at 2, 3 in the night and just stare for hours before I can get back to sleep. And mostly when I fall back to sleep, it's time to get up, so that's really painful. And I have to say, with these drops, I slept whole night through, and for several times. So not once that I used them and I slept good. No, it's several times at the same time that I knew that I would do a insomnia, that I used the drops. And also there were weeks that I wanted to test it out, so I didn't take the drops, and effectively I got insomnias when I didn't use them, and when I used the drops I didn't. So to me, that was kind of a proof that these work for better sleeping. And after that I used both products separately, I wanted to combine them. I want to first test them separately just to know what they would do, each individual product, and then I wanted to combine them and see what the effect would be. So after a good day of skating and a sports session afterwards, I used the balm on my muscles and the CBD drops just before I went to sleep, and the next day was a miracle. Like, I felt so well rested and my muscles weren't tired. Of course you feel that they worked the day before, you know that you used them well, but when I got up I felt really reborn. I was regenerated and ready to skate another day. So I don't use these products daily. I use them once or twice a week depending on how the week is and when I feel like I'll need them. I personally feel that I'll use them just when I think I'll need them and not just every day, just I'll need my CBD products or I'll need my CBD drops. But that's personal, of course. But now with the marathon that I'm training for, I have to say that I'm really thankful for these products to Revival. So thank you, Revival, for sending me these over, because I'll use them almost every time that I had my training session, just so I can keep on training and don't have injuries, as one of the part of recovery is good night's sleep and feeling well rested. So I just want to complete this challenge of doing a marathon, so I use everything I can or possibly can to get well rested and to lessen the probability of getting injuries. So to my experience, these products work very well when used together, like they go hand in hand, and I would surely use them when I'm on skating trips and need to skate a few days in a row, or when, for example, I'm training for a marathon. Like, those are the moments that I for sure would use them or use them to my advantage. Also, to my experience, although I can't really compare with other brands or other products, I feel like these products are really quality products. Like, it's in little things too, like how they came in the little box, and when you go over to the site, there's a lot of explications on how you use them or for what it is used. And Revival, the brand itself, is really helpful with questions, and they are very open with communication. Like, they show their certificates on their website and all sort of such things. So to me, this is quality and it shows in their products. So to come to a conclusion, but note that this is personal, to me CBD products are a great tool to recover. So if you're very fond of your CBD products, that's perfectly fine, but you're as right as someone who loves to foam roll or someone who uses massage guns. That's all a personal matter, and there's no miracle on recovery. The body needs to go through processes, but one of those processes is a mental thing, and that's where your preference is a part of it, and that preference will also stimulate your recovery. So for me, I would definitely use CBD products if I want to recover for the next day. Like I said, for the marathon, I'll use these CBD products because that will help me mentally and physically to recover faster in my way. So with that being said, to me CBD products have a perfect place in the range of tools that exist in recovery. But don't forget the main thing, and that's consciousness of the body. So knowing your body is the first step in a good recovery. So for the future, what I see for CBD products is that they will surely have their place in sports, and they surely will help with a lot of aspects of recovery. And I also expect to see the science backing it up more, because from what I read now, I found a few articles about it. The conclusion was always they see a positive tendency, but nothing is really sure yet, because they need more research on the matter before they can conclude something in total. But I do see CBD products as something that's upcoming and will find its place in recovery in sports. So I hope this was informative. This might have helped you to form some opinions, or maybe you heard something that you didn't like that I said, but know that this is all personal. So this is just my experience and my impression on what CBD products do for me. And like I said, the drops help me a lot with sleeping. Both of the products help me more with recovery, but recovery is and will be a mental process too. But anyway, if you liked it, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments what you didn't like about it. If you have questions, hit me up in the comments or on Instagram. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider to subscribe. Or if you want someone to see this review about CBD products, just share it with them. And we'll see each other in another video, guys. Thanks.